Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Wells Fargo, one of the major global financial firms, has made a prediction about the future value of XRP. This is not a low-quality attempt to gain views. This is not a passing remark on my part. You are correct in saying this. They not only give us hope by precisely projecting the future price of XRP and giving it a very high value, but also by providing a timetable for it, limiting it to occur within the next 2 to 7 months. We have the proof, and we'll show it to you. Today's video will reveal all the hidden nuances that ordinary viewers overlook. So focus, watch until the end, hit that like button, and subscribe. Let's begin with a review of Wells Fargo. People seem to be taking this way too seriously. What are their identities, exactly? Wells Fargo is one of the largest financial services companies ever, with a stock price of $46.60 a share. They are a major US-based financial services provider that serves customers in over 35 countries and has over 70 million clients worldwide. This organization will no doubt reap substantial financial rewards as a result. The customers of this multi-trillion-dollar company come from all corners of the globe. And this makes me think, what if Wells Fargo truly does have intentions to cooperate with Ripple? That's why we're working to have their boards and executives talking about XRP in open session, complete with a price estimate and timeline. It's not 100% certain, but they could face legal consequences if they don't. I did a ton of research for this film and it shows. I went back in time to the year 2022 to explain how Wells Fargo is really connected to the Ripple phenomenon. This actually occurred on or around March 16th. Around 2022. Partners in the Ripple effect worked with Wells Fargo to find a quick replacement. And this is the exact point I'm making. It is clear that Ripple and Wells Fargo had a long-standing relationship, as this is referenced multiple times. The Clearinghouse, a well-known Ripple partner company, collaborated with Wells Fargo to create a cross-border payment system that could one day replace SWIFT. With the new Wells Fargo Online Service Agreement, customers will have access to the technology often known as a real-time payments RTP service, which will facilitate the transfer of digital currencies between customers' eligible accounts at Wells Fargo in real time. This statement lays forth the specifics of how this work may compete with Switzer Gemini. As a result, the evidence is overwhelming that Ripple and Wells Fargo were business partners in 2022. Despite widespread worries that Ripple may suffer a defeat at court, no direct connection exists between the two parties. The SEC and Ripple are both involved in a major litigation. The good news is that the summary judgment results have been made public. Given that XRP is not a security, it appears that Ripple has been given permission to declare victory in the case. A compromise will be reached regardless of the outcome. We have now highlighted some of the most important parts of this essay. Because I'm eager to demonstrate their nature to you, we'll devote some serious time to exploring them. Let's take a little second to go over it again. Boom. Shannon, a business support manager at Wells Fargo, predicts that the price of XRP will rise to between $2,000 and $3,000 during the next 2 to 7 months. It's incredible that he has the authority to negotiate cooperation with Ripple as the business support manager of one of the world's largest financial institutions, with access to unlimited funds. They are also making it clear that this is not a private disagreement. It's not some anonymous source that the rumor mill has pegged as a manager. She made a public statement about it on Twitter. Rob Cunningham, founder of Moo Research, has brought to light an unusual prediction concerning the price of XRP made by Shannon Throb, business support manager at Wells Fargo. Diverse responses to the forecast indicate that XRP will likely appreciate significantly in value. Predictions for the future value of XRP have sparked some unsettling and introspective reflection. His final XRP price prediction is between $100 and $500. Date range, September 2023, February 24th. She begins by noting that XRP has attracted attention because of its price for some time in the expectation that its practical applications will eventually be recognized. This is her independent tweet, which she has placed below. The intended victim is Shannon Fraub. In the interest of Wells Fargo, I am a treasury manager by trade. Consequently, a pivotal function. To make such a statement in public, she must hold a prominent position in the government. The translation is as follows. Many have speculated about XRP's price without any clear answers. As soon as possible, please. The XRP army, in my perspective, is more fractured than ever. One theory looks only at charts, deriving inferences about patterns and price predictions for the near future based on past and present Bitcoin fluctuations. Others maintain a focus on efficiency, saying that price hikes will result from the formation of new coalitions and the upgrade of existing integrated systems. Historically, both sides have been wrong, and going forward, they will both be wrong. To clarify, XRP is not a security and should not be treated as such. Why do we continue to pretend it is by basing price predictions on Bitcoin market securities? This line of reasoning doesn't make sense, and it's keeping the Ripple team from achieving their original goal from a decade ago. If you want to change the world, you need to first believe in yourself and your abilities, and that everything is possible. She said I was asked to estimate costs from multiple vendors without a firm deadline or cost breakdown. That would be a good place to begin. The order of the items on the list may shift at some point in the future. It's been a little over 2 weeks since the Fed's last announcement, and only 1 week until the SEC's reverberating verdict. The bank speeding test is around 9 days away. The proposed crypto regulation law just adopted by Congress has arrived in the Senate, and it might have a significant impact on the value of XRP. The white paper issued by Hill Capital is quite extensive. I also won't pretend to have any familiarity with the mathematics they employed. They look at it in incredulity and say things like, "There's no way your own chart analysts declaring that it's not in the charts to do that is much to blame for this." However, I do have the following tiny concern with the charts. A price range for XRP of $5 would imply that a single firm holding all 100 billion XRP would need to divest or have a liquidity strength LS of $100 billion. Remember that each transaction has a negligible burn rate, regardless of its size. This LS does not account for the advantages of using XRP every single day of the year or the benefits of using it for economic expansion, messaging, and settlement activities. Swift processes about 44.8 million messages per day. There is much more that XRP is capable of than just these signals, which are not settlements. Now, instead of 24/7s or 365, let's pretend that the Swift dollar value is $7 trillion per day. You may now say that XRP settles in 1 to 5 seconds and that all of the liquidity is available if, after 10 years of creation and collaboration, Ripple captures just 30% of Swift's value, amounting to around $2.1 trillion in daily value, or 13.2 million messages. Legal disputes can be settled rapidly. The bank may hold 10% of all XRP in circulation, but if I transmit over 750 million transactions with an LS of around $1, I will have sent out about 10% of that sum. Furthermore, there is only one customer at that time, and there will be many more in the future. And nobody wants to divide that $750 million into 750,001 transactions, each with a burn rate. If you insist on making price predictions, then let's factor in the XRP currently available on exchanges and liquidity hubs, the XRP that has been burned, the XRP that you and I hold, the XRP that has been given to the major banks of every country, and the XRP that has been given to creators. However, try to keep things as easy as possible. I estimate that between 50 and 75 billion XRP would be required to keep LS online at all times. That might be split between a few hundred and 1,000 different financial institutions, liquidity providers, and governments. Multiply $75 billion by $175 billion, then multiply that result by 1,000 to get your answer. The $75 billion is split among the banks. For every XRP dollar, a bank or liquidity provider will give you $75 million. Suppose that large banks will have more XRP and that smaller banks would use more liquidity providers. Bank and liquidity providers are likely to use US exchanges to make purchases. To get to 75 billion XRP in circulation, let's assume that Ripple has released all of its XRP from escrow. Keep in mind that if the XRP supply drops below 75 billion, the price per coin would skyrocket. Keep in mind that only $75 million per bank is worth of XRP, and only 75 billion were ever created. Due to service overlaps with SWIFT and the assumption that Ripple only takes 10% of the market equaling 800 billion, it is assumed that Cheaper Morgan is a top-tier bank that moves more than $1 trillion per day. To move that much money, you'd need more than $75 billion and $1. I've been emphasizing this point for a long time now. We need more than $1 per XRP. That should go without saying. Only international business deals are being discussed. Neither real estate derivatives nor CBDCs. It's still hard to trust Vil Hill Capital's judgment that the price estimate will be above $510,000 at $15,000 per XRP, but you'll be looking at a considerably higher amount if you have to tally everything up. Not anymore. What you've all been waiting for is her personal price projections. She had resumed her position as Wells Fargo's official treasury manager. The following is her estimate of future prices. I anticipate prices to be in the region of $100.05 to $100 during the next 4 to 7 months. Once again, the price prediction is startling, but at this point the big concern is why $500 within the maximum 7 months. She also says that the letter L is the magic letter. If there are merely 50 billion XRP in circulation and the price is $100, $5 trillion is the LS. At $500 per share, that translates to an LS of $25 trillion. Therefore, the market might develop further. The bad news for growth is that running a normal business does not require a billion or more XRP to be owned by a single entity. The how and the when, at least in my experience, are inextricably linked. And when the typical makers recommend a simple toggle, you should listen. This, I say in response, must be their goal, since it has been evaluated in light of XRP. In my opinion, the rating will be perfect. You can't compete with their prices. When Rosie Rios said, "The train has left the station," I believe she meant this. And this is how governments will control money in the future. Hopefully, you're still in good health at this age. Those who seek the truth will find it. A partnership between Wells Fargo and Ripple seems likely. Wells Fargo has provided us with the actual pricing projections, and the data is right in front of us. This is not intended to be financial legal advice, and I want to make that clear right now. In 7 months, XRP will be worth $500, but I'm not recommending that you buy it just yet. In fact, even at Wells Fargo, I'd say this person is hesitant in every manner. She concluded by writing, "I hope this age is well," with a tiny smiley face. The truth, however, is that XRP will continue to climb at an exponential rate. Financial institutions use it. The federal government uses it. Who else here doesn't make use of it? Nothing anyone wants. Morgan has said as much, everyone has said it, including Wells Fargo, and it's only a matter of time before XRP is officially recognized as legal tender by the International Monetary Fund. So, with that out of the way, I really hope you enjoyed the video. In any case, I hope this movie is enjoyable for you. Don't leave without hitting that like button to sign up for updates. See you later, bye.